everyone here. So first of all, I would like to thank Girls in Code C for inviting me to do some of sharing in this coding competition. And I know that the participants listening and joining the session today may be from different countries, and all of you are very young, and I very nice to meet you all here. So I'm sure that some of you maybe are new to the technology field, and some of you maybe only have a few years of experience. And it's great that we have a platform to gather the people and also the new generation who passionate in technology and would like to explore and learn more at here today. Yeah. So next one. So let me introduce about myself. So I'm Fang Ying. I'm a recent graduate computer science student studying for Bachelor of Computer Science, and my major is in business analytics at Inti International University. So I completed a dual award degree at Inti and received a first class honor degree and also the Best Student Award, which issued by the Community University UK. So I'm currently working as a technology analyst at Deloitte Consulting KL under Enterprise Technology and Performance, ETP offering, and also Artificial Intelligence and Data, AI&D operation team. So I have some of the experiences in different types of projects, such as develop the mobile and web application, doing some system integration, fix some of the bug issue, provide dashboard and maintenance and support work and so on. Yeah, so this is a brief introduction about me. So moving to it. So for today's session, I will share something with you about my personal story, like what initially drew me to tech, how I struggle and I still stay alive in this field, like how my interests evolve over the time, and what actually motivated me to pursue a career in the technology, and what's the difference between the technology in school that what we learn, and also like what's the difference like I doing tech as my career, and what is the changes and opportunity among them. And I will give some of the tips and advice to who are looking to break into this field as well. Okay, so I think same like everyone here, I'm an ordinary person. I received the education from primary school to secondary school and to university, and finally until now I'm come into the working life. So I think everyone may have a different reason for starting out in this technology field. So what actually I'm starting is like I found I'm interested in the technology field started in my primary school, and I think I'm interested in playing with computer, and I feel that I got some of the talent in this area. So I still remember that we have the computer class at our primary school, and the teacher there will teach us some of the basic IT software like Microsoft Excel, the PowerPoint, and also some of the very basic web design at that time. So at one of the moment in my primary three, so I know that my school has organized a computer competition, and I hope I can participate in this competition because I feel interested on that. So, but at that time, I'm some kind of the introvert and a very shy person, and I'm scared to like talk to my teacher like I want to participate in this competition. So I decided to write something that I would like to join this competition in my weekly journal that will be submitted to my class from teacher. So at the end, my teacher helped me to register in the competition. Yeah, so I can't remember what had actually happened at that time, but I just sit and finish my competition, and luckily I got the first place at the end. It was really encouraged me to further explore and also enhance my skill after that in the following year for after this competition. So I continuously participating in the competition, and every year and each level we have different topics and also different skill that in the competition lah. So the one thing that I was shocked and is unpredictable that if I got the awards like every year started from the primary six to primary three to primary six. Yeah, so I think I'm lucky one. So however, at that time, during my primary school time, the school only taught us about the basic IT, and there was lack of the advanced technology for us to learn, such as advanced coding, skill, and so on. I'm not sure that if anyone here started to get in touch in coding in your primary school. If yes, I'm very happy to hear that, and congratulations, because it was very good that you have the chance to get in touch on this early than me. I mean the to have a chance to get in touch in coding very early. Yeah. So the next one. So in my secondary school, since I was studying in Chinese independent school, and I have the opportunity to attend the computer class as well. So at this stage, I have the chance to get in touch in coding. So this will be my first time to learn the coding as well. And the very first language that I learned is Java. So although that time, my computer class teacher like only taught us about the very basic syntax, like how to write the syntax, how to run the code. But I feel like what the hell is that? I feel like I'm in another world, because like is this the first time I get in touch in coding, and I do not know what actually I'm doing at that time, but I still have a bit feel interested onto it lah, about the coding. So besides, I have also got the opportunity to learn on some of the Adobe software such as Photoshop, Adobe Flash, Illustrator, and so on. So I also think that this kind of software is a very important skill that we must have after I get into the industry. I think the Adobe software skill also very important for us to learn. Yeah. So and after that, I complete my secondary school study. So it's the time for me to select the university. Yes. So when I need to choose a course to study in university, I feel like, wow, I'm a bit lost that I'm not sure which part is a correct or better way for me to choose. Uh, I think if some of you are in your secondary school right now, then you can consider like which is the course or which are the course that you feel interested and you want to continue more from now. Yeah, it's because that for me, other than the technology, I also feel interested in another field, which is mass comm, and I feel like I'm a bit interested in the broadcasting as well. So I'm struggling like, or which course I want to choose for my further study in university. So after a very long consideration, and at the end, I choose to continue my study in computer science course in my university lah. So what is the key factor that motivated me to pursue my study in tech? Because the first is I'm interested on it. I'm interested in technology, and second is the in nowadays is industry revolution 4.0, and now is the world of IT. So thinking of the long path, I think technology is better for me is to choose if I want to develop myself in or outside my country lah. This is what I think. So at this moment, I'm searching like which university I want to register, and the only thing I know that there's some difference between IT course and CS course. What is IT is information technology, and what is CS is computer science. So let me explain a bit different about the IT and CS to you guys. So computer science is will mainly focus on study the theoretical foundation of computing and programming, as well as the design and analysis of algorithm of the system. So for computer science, might require some of the strong foundation in mathematics, and also the theoretical concept and the ability to design and develop the algorithm and for the software and the system. But for the IT, which is information technology, is more focusing on the implementation and use of computer system to solve the business problem and help to manage the information. And for IT person, you need to have the technical troubleshooting and problem solving skill. You need to understand the networking, cybersecurity, cloud computing, information management system, and also the project management kind of thing. So it's it has some of the difference between the IT and the CS. So computer science professional will use the skill in mathematics and also the theory to make the information technology possible. But while the IT professional will use the skill to communicate with the business to meet their needs through the technology. So actually both IT and computer science are similar, but actually have some of the differences inside. And some of the university will separate these two in different courses. And I suggest you may do some research yourself on Google or online, and you can choose like which one you are more preferred to. You want to pursue your study in IT or pursue your study in computer science, like which area you want to focus more, and you can do the decision for yourself. So come to the university. Yeah. So I feel like very happy that, and it's very good for me because I think finally I have the chance to choose like what I can further study and of focus only like what I'm interested instead of like the primary school or secondary school. Like we need to accept and learn all different things at the same time, right? No matter you like or don't like, then you need to learn during your primary school and secondary school lah. So for my university, I have met the people that who have the same interest with me. Like we all love the technology, and at the end we gather in a university to study the same course. So the only fun fact that, and it's normal that we know the percentage of number of men, which is male, is will always more than women. I'm not sure this is why, but I think less women will like to get involved in the technology, and women will more prefer to the field other than the technology. So, however, I believe recently there are more women would like to get in deep in technology at this area, like me and you. Yeah. So other than that, the only things I know when I'm in the university is there's many different area of technology, like such as artificial intelligence and machine learning, which using the data like to feed the model, to teach the model like what the decision they can make is about the machine learning, like data science and big data analytics, how we can collect the data to do the analytics to help the company to making decision or prediction, like help them to making business decision better. And the cybersecurity, blockchain technology, robotic process automation, Internet of Things, that of and cloud technology. So let me explain about like a bit on the blockchain technology. Is like a kind of a system record the information in a way that make it difficult for other people, and it's impossible for other people to change or hack or cheat to your system. So if the system is apply the blockchain technology, it can ensure the security and more secure about that. And like such as a Bitcoin is using the using the blockchain technology as well, and so on. So another thing that I want to share is like the Internet of Things. Is like we know nowadays, like we know that smart home is can be applied in our daily life, smart system, so we can like very bring convenience to human, I can say. So Internet of Things is like connect to the network of the Wi-Fi or something, then we can have the make our life easier. So actually there are many field include in the area of technology, and this is only the thing that I know that after I get into my university. So since just now I said I studying in computer science, and my focus area is in business analytics, but actually it's more towards the data analytics, data science as well. So I have the chance to learn about some of the courses like the data warehouse, data mining, business intelligence, social web and mobile analytics, big data analytics, some kind of course, and of course all of the students will have to learn the different programming language and the data structure and algorithm and so on. So it's like in university, I can get in touch on what I'm interested and also involved to gain experience in different kind of project and assignment as well. So it's good that in university, some of the project will be the individual project and some of the project will require to work as a team. So different challenges will be faced actually when doing work as a team to work together into a project. So another things that teamwork and communication is also very important if you work as a group to develop a system and software. What I say because we need to communicate with our teammate like how we can separate our tasks and so on. And also is like after I get into industry, I also need to know like we work as a team with my colleague. Then we need to know like how we can separate the tasks together. And it's not like one person do all because the system is very complicated and the software application is very complicated. We cannot like one man do all work at one time. It's very time consuming and very not efficient lah. So if we want to do together as a team, so how we can share the code? Like because like oh you want to update the code for the system and I also want to update the code of the system. If we don't share the code, how we can do it together? So like it will have a conflict or something, right? So actually we have a platform that we use to do the code sharing in industry as well. So I will share this to you guys later in the later session. Yeah. So actually, there's in university we have many kind of experience in different interested project, and many project can be created like based on assignment or you want to create yourself and so on. So and for example, so if we have a question like I wish to know like what type of personality is fit in the technology industry, like how the personality can affect a person job fit, like what can I do? So if I have a question this question come into my mind. So what can I do? So if I'm the HR team and or I'm the boss of a company, like how to secure that I can recruit the right and suitable people to work for me because I want to recruit the best and suitable people to work, right? So for our benefit. So if there is any possibility that we may develop some kind of system or software to help on this, to help the company to identify the talent, if there is any possibility? So the answer is yes. So in my final year project in university, so actually I'm doing I have developed a talent prediction system which can help to discover, analyze, and also identify the talent from different job categories. So the system actually is built based on the collection of the real of data set. We can consider it as a historical data on current employee personality and the performance result. And we get the data set, we fit and train a model which using different algorithm. Like we train which we at the end we can know like which algorithm will provide me the best result, like how many percentage of accuracy I can get from by using which algorithm. So I can select the best algorithm result, the predictive result, the correction percentage. So I can select the best algorithm for me to develop my predictive model, which is which that we can consider my predictive model as my final product of the project. Yeah. So this system is developed and suitable to use for the job candidate who submit their personality and job request, and the company may see the result directly. Like I'm the HR, then I can log into to this system. Then I can see the job employee performance and also like what is the personality and whether after the calculation if this person is suitable for this job area or not. So I show you. Okay, so this is another screenshot of my system. So from the right side, we can see that this is our my predictive result. So when a job candidate want to apply for a job in particular category, like what is the job they apply, so what is the job category they apply, and what is their predictive performance, like whether this kind of person have this kind of personality is fit to the job that the company open or not. So this will like let the HR or the company to know like, oh, if this candidate have a high predictive performance result, so if it's high, then I can recruit this person that I can trust, this person that will have the consistent performance in our company or something. So this system is developed to help the HR and company to identify the talent in more accuracy way. So because nowadays it's very hard to recruit the suitable people for the job actually. Yeah. So my system is using R language to do the analysis and system build. So I'm using the RStudio and also the RShiny to develop the system. And I'm very happy to share with you that my final year project is get the has been awarded as the best project award by Coventry University, UK as well, among the 50 projects submitted. And also, this project has won the second place in the IEEE Innovation Competition 2022. So it's actually like many challenges and difficulty I face in this project. Like because it's my final year project, then we have a short period of time frame to complete the research, and we need to do the coding, then we need to come out the result. So like I still remember that I only like have 2-3 months to actually doing the coding for this system, because because as data analytic parts I'm using a large amount of time to collect the data, and it's also very hard to collect for me to collect the real data in a very short time. And and one more thing I still remember that is I faced and very difficulties during my coding part is I'm doing I did a syntax error on that. Like I'm using around 4 hours, because like at that time I rushing to about my project FIP and also everything. So I'm doing my project at the midnight, so I spend like around 3 to 4 hours to just solve a issue. Like because why I know the issue, because my code cannot run smoothly, cannot run successfully. So I know my code has the issue, but there's thousand line of code. Like where is the part of my error? I also don't know. So I just go through, like I very time consuming and check to my code again. And finally I found that I forgot to put a semicolon at the end of the line, so it's like the syntax error. So it's very tough as well, because like doing coding, you cannot like, oh, you forgot to put a dot or something. It's like you need to very focusing on the detail that I can say for doing the coding. Yeah. So and another difficulty and the challenges is like the language I use for coding for this system, like RShiny, actually is not being taught by the university. So I need to like go to explore, doing research online, and complete all those things by myself in a very short time. So yeah, finally I feel like, oh, I'm alive after I completed my final year project. And yeah, I think it's very good for me to learn, and very I can grow very fast in a short period of time lah. So what I need to share with you, like actually we can have many different type of project that can be tried by of you. Like if you are interested to develop some kind of very simple system, just go to do it. You can try to do, and then you can enhance it, and you can try out every different thing that you want, and you like, then you will learn from that. Yeah, trust me. So next one, I want to share about the technology in school and the technology as a career. So what is the differences? So for me, the technology in school, like we have the advantages, like we can ask our lecturer or mentor or seniors or friends, like we can ask if we don't know everything, like what the lecturer share with us or taught, we can ask. And also we if you don't know something in the assignment or project, we can ask our friend, because like all of us like in the same stage, I can say, because we learn the same thing together at the same time. So I think is as a student we can ask is a benefit. And but for the disadvantages, I think for university is only the limited scope. Like we only learn the basic, very basic things, and it's and only an entry for you to a career. It's more kind of like feeding, I can say. So what I say like this. So now I'm because after I uh step into the technology industry. So I'm currently working in Deloitte Consulting. So I have involved recently in developing a web application and mobile application for a Malaysia government project with the use of Java, Vue.js language and so on. So I'm currently work as a full stack developer. I will be involving in doing the front end as well as the back end development. So let me explain about what is front end and back end to you guys. Maybe some of you don't know what is this. So we can actually in the industry we can separate these three as three different type of person. One is focusing on front end, is one is focusing on back end. Full stack developer means will focus on both. So for front end is normally we focus on the HTML, CSS, like which refer to like when you open the website, then what you see the user can click, can read, can view, can watch, and all of the page like how the website looks like. This will be considered as front end, like what the user see like when you open the website, what you see is the front end. So what back end is like, what is the logic behind, like how the front end can be worked. So like when user click a button, like which reaction we need to provide to user. And also when the user using the filter function, like they want to filter something based on the year or the job the category or something, like what we need to respond, this all will be considered as a back end development. So let me give you guys an example, like very simple example. So when you are the developer, you want to develop a site in page for a system, and you already have the register page, right? So when user want to sign in the page, what you need to do? Okay, so first you want to develop a site in page for a website, then you need to think, oh, I need to have two field, right? Then I need to let my user to enter the username and password, because if sign in page, then I need to capture what is the username of the password of user. So we need to have the two text box for user to enter the username and password. And the second thing, we need to capture like what user typing. Like, oh, I have a two text box for user to give the input. So I need to capture like what user typing. So the second is I capture what user input. So the third step, then what we need to do after capture the user input, we need to check with the database, which store all the user information, like because the user already done registration in the system, and we have in our database have their details. So we need to check with the database to compare that the user input, that whether it's correct or not. So when checking the database, what actually works behind that, how we can get the data from our database actually is we need to think like if there is any way or convenient for us to fetch the data as well. So for another example, like if we want to get some of the item, and also another part, if you want to get some of the item with some of the condition, like I only want to get the item produced in 2023, I want to filter the particular item only. Like, how can we do? Is it like we need to du- to duplicate the code again and again? Like, actually it's like fetch the data from the same table as well. Actually, we can make the our system or the software become more efficient, like without duplicate the code. So this is another thing that we can consider is like we have a technology called API. Maybe some of you have heard this before, API. So API is application programming interface. So actually, if you develop the API, we can call the API to help us to do the filter and also fetch the data from the database and so on. So we can get the data without duplicate the code. Actually, it's more efficient way that we not duplicate the code in our whole software coding part because for the efficiency. Yeah, so let me get back to the sign-in page. Yeah, so after capture the user input and we check the data with the database to then we need to do the comparison, right? So if the data is correct, what we need to do, else then what we need to do. So this is the like if else statement we can think on it lah. So this is a sign-in page, the flow, very easy to think, but many things need to be done at the behind, then we can see the back end development is also very important. If we only have the two textbook like front end and also button to sign in, then we are no use that we don't have the back end developer to do the back end development as well. So normally like front end we can consider is client side, like what user can see and view, but the back end will be think as the server side, like what is actually control behind. So, but actually, like all of this detail, like front end, back end, full stack developer that I share just now is not learned from my university, and it's not after I joining the industry after I get into my career. Yes, because I say in university only have the basic, but the basic is very important. You need to know and the basic first, then only you can like fit easily to the industry. I can say this because in the industry then there will be no one to teach you again like the basic, like how to write the syntax, how to run the code, how to set out the environment to run the code and so on. So in industry you need to have the basic to enter the industry, I can say this. Yeah. So for industry, actually, we can apply what we learn from the university and we learned before, and we can like help to deal with the client problem. So like because we have many different projects in a company, so we can deal with the client problem, and there will be have many challenges and opportunity as well. The advantages like after I get into industry is like we can get the money, we can get the salary everyone because we make it as a job. So, but for the long consideration, like maybe some of us like will be had or dislike this job sometime because like it will be tired like when you meet the difficulty and don't know how to solve, then maybe you will feel like oh very hard to continue this as a job or something. Then maybe this will be happen in future lah. Yeah, I don't know. So some of the challenges is like many things are unknown, and there are many opportunities that you can explore many new things, and in different company, different project, different kind of technology framework will be used. So in after enter the industry, you can apply everything that you learn, you know, to the project. So now I will be giving some of the tips and advice to you guys, like for you as a student, like you interested to break into the field, like what you can do. So just remember the things ETL. So for data analytics, like ETL have is another is a process that we call extract, transform, and load. But I don't want to talk about this at this moment because I want to talk my ETL is explore, try and error, and learn. You need to explore everything because there's the the now technology is changed very fast, then you need to explore like what is the latest trend, then what you can do. And the next thing is try and error. When you do the coding, when you try to do the development, then you need to try and error. Like we cannot do like we see the code, then we can understand, oh, where is the bug, where is the issue, uh where cause the code cannot run successfully. We cannot just know by just seeing with the naked eyes. Then we need to like try. You can try everything, like doing the code, doing some changes in the code. The it will be only one thing you need to know is like do the backup before you do some changes, in case anything that you delete then cannot be recovered back. So you need to know about this. But trust me, try and error will best for you, and don't affect the error cause. Just try to fix it. Okay. The next thing is about learning. Always need to learn yourself, and also like not like in the university or in the industry, like no one can always teach you anything, everything. And also maybe the senior and also the lecturers or mentors and also will also don't know everything of it. So you need to learn and explore and try and error of yourself. Like nowadays, there's many online resources are available, so you can go through it. Don't worry, just if you have the interested, just go explore. Okay. Yeah. So if you choose, you want to continue the technology, the coding as your career, so this is what you will face every day, I can say, in your working days. So you will need to see the code, like different language use, and you can see the error, the red line of code is very normal. Then the only thing you need to do is fix the bug, debug it, and that's all. Yeah, to ensure the code is running. So if you have solved the barrier, if you face out the barrier, what you can do, you the only thing you can do is find the resources. You can ask the senior. If senior cannot help you, or he or she don't know what is the issue you face, then you can ask Google, ask ChatGPT, ask Stack to do some research in Stack Overflow, W3 School, and so on. Then the only one thing I want to share is always trust yourself. You can fix it. If you remember the ETR I said just now, the explore, try and error, learn, then you have a good attitude. Then you have like, oh, I want to fix it. Then you can fix it in any way that you try your best. I can say. So for my the coding difficulty I meet in FIP, I also like, okay, just spend some time to try to fix it. The problem can be solved. Yeah. So, and also another thing I would like to share is it's good that you meet the issue or error in your system. It's not like, oh wow, one time I'm very pro, I'm very good, like I can write one time then the code run successfully. I cannot do like that actually. Uh, Trust me, if you meet the error or issue, is better for you actually. So when you meet the same problem or issue again in the next time or similar error, then you know how to fix it already. You can better to you can like uh reduce your time consumed in identify the bug, because like, oh, I have also did some of the error, same error, same before, so I can like I know how to try to solve it. Yeah, so it's don't afraid to make error, make mistake in your coding life. So what can you do to better adapt to the technology environment? So first, you need to find your interested field. Like just now I said that there are many area of technology that you can develop, like the machine learning, AI, data analytics, cloud technology, Internet of Things that have many kind of area that you can focus. But my suggestion and what I think is uh, choose which area you are most interested to. So you just focus on one area and develop in deep. Because uh, it's good that you know every area of thing, but actually they have very much thing for you to learn in one of the area, and you want to be the master of one of area, and it's actually very time consuming because like technology is change every day, uh, and it's also very fast. Then it's very hard that you not cater everything in one area. Then you go to learn another area of thing. It's hard for me lah. Yeah. So the next thing is you can try to build your portfolio in my secondary school as well. Like just now I say, if you want to develop some of the software or system, just go to do it. There are many way for you to do your system software, or you interested in the user interface design, not like coding, just the web design or everything. You can go to build your portfolio. Just try everything. Then you portfolio is like uh uh, a reference for the industry to know more about you in a short time. Like they can refer to like what you have done, you have did before. So build your portfolio is a good thing for you for now, and what you can do now. So the next thing is you need to do more practice. Yeah, practice always make perfect. So you need to do more practice if you like to enhance your problem solving skill, your coding skill. Then you can do more practice. Actually, you can find online resources that have many resources. Then you can go to explore and do the practice on your coding inside. And also later I will share about some of the online resource for you to do the practice. And the next thing is always improve yourself. No matter if hard hard skill, technical skill, soft skill like communication, teamwork, also very important, and improve yourself. And your technical skill is very important. And yeah, you cannot stop like in this technology industry. And also as well, if you are not further continue in tech industry, in other industry as well, you also need to improve yourself always. And the last one is the networking. Then, if you like to better adapt in the technology environment, then you can go to know more people in who feel interest in this industry, in this environment as well. So you can meet them, then connect with them to exchange your knowledge, or you can transfer knowledge. So we can do some sharing with each other. Yeah. So here are some of the useful website and resources I want to share with you. So just now I say like if working as a team, and nowadays the industry like how we do the code sharing. So actually we're using the GitHub or GitLab to do the code sharing. GitHub is a very nice platform like for us to do the code sharing. Like I can after I done my changes, then I can push my code into this platform, and others my teammate or can pull the code from the platform. So the platform will record like what is the version, like what is the date and time, like what is the changes made in each time. Yeah. So like I can see what's my changes that my teammates made, and my teammates also can see. So it's a very good platform for us to do the code sharing. And another code pen is a platform for you to develop more in the front end part. Yeah. Another thing is the practice. If you want to practice your coding skill, your technical skill, you want to enhance and develop more, you can go into the hacker rank and also the lead code. These are the two website and resource that you can do the practice to develop your skill more. And also information that if you meet some difficulties and or you want to know more information about anything, you can go to Stack Overflow or W3 School and also Kaggle. You can all of these are free and you can get from online. is very convenient nowadays. Besides, they have many programming language are available as well, like Python, which is the coding language that you guys use for the competition, and also R, C++, C, Java, PHP, Vue.js, Node.js, and very more kind of programming language. And nowadays, low code also very famous as well, which using very limit of code. Yeah, if you're interested, you can go to Google, search more on the low code, the technology. Yes. So for the programming language, we have many lah. So I want to share that it doesn't matter that how many programming language you know. If you only know like Python, Java, it's okay, because like for me, what I think is the only matter is for IT, the coding person, you need to be a very logical person. You need to know like how to construct the logic to run the code, to solve the issue, to solve the problem, and what you want to achieve. Then you need to be the logical person to come up the logic to do the of the things, and you need to improve your problem solving skill. And how to improve is always practice. Then you can know like, oh, this kind of problem, like how to solve. Then what code or what logic I can build to solve the problem. Yeah. So there are many programming language available nowadays, but actually of the language, only different thing is the syntax. Actually, is all the programming language are almost the same. Like only you need to know the logic. Then only some the a bit syntax is different only. So it's not like, oh, how many programming language you know. You need to have the logic is the most important thing for me. So okay, I want to wrap up like everything for my sharing today. So you need to like improve your soft skill, no matter hard skill or soft skill. Like soft skill is the problem solving skill, communication, teamwork, and also you need to improve your hard skill, like technical skill, like by doing some of the online learning, online resources. So yeah, so actually before enter as using tech as a career, that you can do everything you want before that lah. But after you met the technology as a career, then you need to understand and fulfill your client requirement. Because like if we make it as a job, like we help others to fix something, to fix their issue, to fix their daily problem, and help to improve our human life as well. Yeah, so maybe if your interest become as a career, then maybe have some of the different for you as well. Yeah, don't. But the only one thing I want to share is always don't forget what you start and what you begin in this technology field, because you need to know that actually I'm interested in this, so I'm started. So it's not like for salary or for anything or something. Yeah. So I think women can also be better in the technology, not only the men. Yeah. So we need to enhance our skill in the technical, and I think we believe that we can also do our best in this technology industry. So here's my email address. So if you have any question later, so you can email me. And that's all for me today. And thank you for listening. Yeah.
Thank you so much, Fang Ying. I think we can open the floor to Q&A now. You guys can click on the activities button and click on Q&A, and then I will read out your questions. Yeah, Fang Ying, I wanted to ask, since you're working in Deloitte right now, which is a huge consulting firm, was it difficult throughout the interview process? For example, did you need to practice on lead code during the technical interview?
Yes. For me, maybe I can share some of my interview experience with you guys. So for me, actually, I'm joining Deloitte during my internship. Like after my university, we have 4 month internship we need to did. So I did my internship at Deloitte Consulting as well. So at that time, in my interview, I have a technical assessment. Like in the at the same time, like the interviewer asked me like introduce myself, like my background. Then after that, then he suddenly like, oh, okay, so I have some of the technical question that I want to test you. So I just need to do the assessment directly in front of him. So he just like give me 10 minutes, 20 minutes, so I need to fix the question. Like I remember there's that time I have like 2 or 3 questions that I need to like fix it on spot. Then I need to have the skill first actually. So because if I don't know like how to write the syntax, how to write the language like HTML, Java, so how can I answer him? So actually what we learn in the university is also very important. So after that, actually have a small tip is because during my interview is using online and that time is pandemic as well. So actually it's not like limited for us to do to search online. So I also search online during my interview process lah. But I think it's not like we can remember every syntax like every coding in our mind like very easily. So I think it's also okay for us to always do the reference online as well. Yeah, so after that, after I think I passed my technical assessment, so I successfully be recruited to this company. Yeah.
Thank you so much. Are there any
Okay.
other questions? If not, then I think we can end here. Thank you so much,
Okay.
Fang.
All right.
It's been a
Okay. Thank you,
pleasure.
everyone.
Have a good day. Bye bye.
Okay. Thanks, Ina.
Thank you.